stage terror attack so they can run around and grandstand and fearmonger. But now every event, my listeners, it keeps being my listeners, is kind of a creepy power we have. I don't like this much power, folks. I don't like being this much in the spotlight, but I guess the danger is the safety. You know, it's both dangerous and the prayers are important, but it's also a measure that we're so public. But whether it's Oslo or 7/7, whatever it is, or underwear bombing, whatever, we have eyewitnesses now that turn out to be accurate and real months before it's finally forced out. And so the message of the globalist is, we've got military, we've got police, we've got bureaucrats, we've got general citizens, we've got the street sweepers, we've got the school teachers, we've got the auto mechanics, we've got the hot dog stand guy, we've got everybody, and they're watching. And now they can't just stage an event and put out their official story now and, you know, do it in a shoddy way. They know we're watching. And that's really freaking them out. And they can't prop up their false flag terror paradigm anymore. They keep trying to counter 9/11 truth and things, but all that does is get more people to look into it. You know, it's like George Washington. He said, look, we're losing these battles, but we're going to wear them out. As long as we keep fighting in the long run, it's like in THX 1138 when the police state agents are, you know, following, you know, the suboid slave worker, and Robert Duvall's climbing towards the surface into the superstructure, and it's under an economic system, and the police get a call, we're over budget, you got to break off the, you know, the pursuit. They had to give up. No matter how much fake money they've got, once we're aware of the fraud and call it, and once we all just start sabotaging them with the truth at every little level, none of us have to charge them head on, like Bob and I have been doing, as an example. Sure, you'll really hurt them that way, but you don't have to stab deep each time. Just a little cut, and just little cut, and sneak up on a little mosquito bite, like a bunch of bees stinging them. And just get your sting in, and just keep hitting them, discrediting them, and never stopping. You know, I get all these calls and see these emails, Bob, and I want you to speak to this, and we're going to hit some other news and go to calls. But constantly, over and over and over again, I see people on YouTube and Google, and most of them are operatives, but some are, you know, just idiots who don't believe in their own power. Alex couldn't be real. He couldn't be this successful. He couldn't still be alive. You know, humanity's powerless. We can't do anything. When history shows humanity is power. That's why the system teaches us we don't have power, because a small group's taken over. They know that because a small group like them took over for bad, a small group can wake folks up. And 30 years ago, sure, they tried to plant hand grenades in your house because there weren't many Bob Chapmans then. They used to kill people routinely, and they still do. But now this idea that's bulletproof is so prolific that they can't get us all. They don't want to turn us into martyrs now. We're gaining the momentum, as Brzezinski said, as Hillary said. They're losing the info war. Folks, believe in victory. Believe in resistance. It is victory. Well, I've got some breaking news in a moment, Bob, but I want you to comment on that.
All I can say is that I get stories probably once a week now of things happening that I never expected to happen. It wasn't too long ago, I got a phone call on one of the shows from someone who worked in the State Department. It says that your publication, the minute it's produced, not only goes to anybody in the Beltway that wants it, and the most plagiarized around, it goes to all the embassies and consulates, and from there, goodness knows where it goes to. I say that because I want people to understand that this message is getting out all over the world. It's not only Americans who are helping here, it's humanity.
Absolutely. Same thing on our front, and that worries the system. They can't pull their games. Now, you notice more evidence this thing in Norway is staged in Oslo. WikiLeaks constantly putting out echo chamber propaganda. They have a few jewels in there, you know, to sell the poison, the candy coating. But conveniently, with George Soros, of course, funding it, WikiLeaks files show Norway unprepared for terror attack. Norway's intelligence service had previously been criticized for its failure to keep track of suspected terror cells, al-Qaeda cells, and the country was felt to be complacent about the prospect of terror attacks. Secret cables from WikiLeaks files reveals. This is just out today from the London Telegraph. How convenient is that, Bob? See, you guys didn't have enough of a police state. Well, now you'll learn.
They do what they want to do as long as they're in control, and we're going to take control away from them by letting the people know what they're doing.
Absolutely. Well said, Bob Chapman. I want to tell folks that I will be live this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m., but I'll also be updating the YouTube channel with these little upload blurbs. I did 5 of them yesterday throughout the weekend as things develop, and then we'll be posting those on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And I also want to add here that they do have the technology set. We do have it. We're building the pages. I wanted it to be this week. It should be next week. We've hired even more IT guys. My whole crew is great. They work on average 60 hours a week, but we are going to have, instead of the YouTube, these live updates are going to be daily, sometimes multiple times daily, including special reports, not just the new TV show, for myself, Paul Watson, Aaron Dykes, and others, to PrisonPlanet.tv on a page. We're doing that because YouTube can't be trusted, has been trying to shut us down. So you'll still get a lot at the YouTube page for free, but the subscribers will get that immediate development and intelligence. People are shocked, and I'm uploading stuff at 2 o'clock at night. I've always done research till 1, 2 at night. Just now I'm there shooting videos of myself while I do research. This is full spectrum analysis that we're engaged in. And once you get addicted to reality, you cannot ever go back to the sitcoms and the dramas and the garbage. Bob Chapman.
I've got the same experience. My wife tells me what's on the news because I never watch it.
Well, it's just incredible the amount of great intel we get from our listeners as well. I want to come back and jam in a few calls from Ed, JR, Chris, Garrett, Steve, if we can. It's all coming up, but and of course, Bob will be back with us, Lord willing, next Friday, but I'll be back this Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m., back next Monday, 11 a.m. Central. And if more terror attacks start popping up, more soft target hits over the weekend, we'll come in here and do a special report. Watch Infowars.com in the guest area to know if we're doing a special report at PrisonPlanet.tv. We'll be right back for the final segment of this special 4-hour transmission, Terror Oslo.
You know that drinking pure, high-alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health, and most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of most alkaline minerals available. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins and acid, helping you to regain your energy and health. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body to rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen, and raises the pH of your body to optimal levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKA vision.com, or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Hello, this is Steve Shank. What does freedom mean to you? eFoods Direct is celebrating freedom with the Freedom Food Giveaway. Each week in July, they are giving away a 1-year food supply. Just go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex and register to win a 1-year food supply with a 25-year shelf life. At efoodsdirect.com/Alex, look for the new Patriot Pack, a $149 12-day supply of food, plus accessories that is free with a purchase of $235 or more. Call 800-409-5633 or on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex and register to win a free 1-year supply of food. Then listen to Alex Jones to announce the weekly winners. Also, the first 50 to register each day win a $50 subscription to the Voice of Reason e-newsletter. Go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633.
Alex Jones here with vital information concerning our nation's fragile food supply. Folks, there are some truly dangerous trends forming, and I think it's important for my listeners to do 3 things right away. Number 1, study the past. History really does repeat itself. Number 2, learn to spot the dangerous food shortage trends. Number 3, take decisive action. A perfect storm is brewing for a global food crisis. That's why I'm telling everyone to read the new book, Rising Prices, Empty Shelves. Warning signs that trigger the deadliest famines in history. Don't get caught unprepared when the crisis hits. This book is only available at risingpricesemptyshelves.com. You'll also get a free copy of Supermarket Survival, How to Cut Your Grocery Bills in Half, Again, that website is risingpricesemptyshelves.com. That's risingpricesemptyshelves.com. Well, it looks like they're going to go with white al-Qaeda or white terrorists, period. You claim they're right-wingers or whatever. And they're in Reuters saying, the whiteys are working with al-Qaeda now. I mean, this is all you good old boys that love giving up freedoms because it's only for them brown people. You're going to find out it's for everybody. What's done to any group is going to end up being done to everybody. That's why we all hang together or surely hang separate. Ed in Arizona, you're on the air with Bob Chapman and Alex Jones. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex and Bob. I wanted to let you guys know that the Telegraph has reported that Jens Stoltenberg, the Prime Minister of Norway, had at one point been scheduled to attend the event on Utøya Island, which was a rally for his Labour Party, but he did not go for, quote, some reason.
Very suspicious. I'm sure that's already on Prison Planet. That is big news. What's the headline so I can pull it up?
Well, this is just a live coverage at the Telegraph Oslo explosion live coverage, and it reminded me, you reported a 9/11, certain key people
ABC News, the Joint Chiefs of Staff canceled trip week before on 9/11 to New York, and Mayor Willie Brown was warned not to fly the morning of September 11th to New York. He was warned the night before. San Francisco Chronicle.
I got to this link simply through the Drudge Report. It's just a live coverage at telegraph.co.uk that the Prime Minister did just for some reason did not show up, just some magical reason.
I see live coverage, BBC, Reuters. Where is the Telegraph live coverage?
Let me go. If you go to the Drudge Report, it was the top link, but let me go there. It's Oslo explosion live coverage, the telegraph.co.uk.
I got to hit refresh. It's not on mine. Well, I'll call Watson. We'll get that up on Infowars.com. And, well, isn't that just magic, Bob Chapman, that the Prime Minister was targeted at his, quote, office on a day he wasn't going to be there, and the island where he was at. Could this be some kind of EU attempted coup, too? I mean, what is this?
Well, I'm looking at the other side. I always try to balance things. And maybe the gunman was there to kill him. I mean, we don't know.
Then why would the gunman shoot and kill 25 people?
Probably because he was told to make a major incident. You look at what happened in Tucson. They shot several people. It's the same thing there. You shoot several people. If the PM happens to be there, well, you do him too, because that's one of your prime targets, if not the prime target. So it could go either way.
Well, that's big news. Sir, I'm at the Telegraph, and I don't see that link on the Drudge. What is it, their live news feed?
Yeah, it's telegraph.co.uk, and then Oslo explosion live coverage. Now,
I see Norway attack, 7 dead in Oslo, 9 dead. Where is it?
Well, I got it from the Drudge Report like half an hour ago, so they could have changed it since then.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that call. This is really starting to stink to high heaven. We'll continue to track it. Thank you, Ed. JR in Ohio, last caller, sorry to the others. What's your take on all this, JR?
Yeah, first-time caller. It's an honor to talk to yourself and Mr. Chapman. I just had an observation that I wanted to point out. Hillary Clinton, the outfit that she's wearing today in Bali, Indonesia, she's wearing the same outfit in the Greta Van Susteren interview where she says that the U.S. funded and created the Mujahideen, which became al-Qaeda. I don't know what that means, but I know these elite are into the occult, so I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, it might be just a coincidence, but it could be something with these fruitcakes. Thank you so much. We'll continue to track all of this throughout the weekend at prisonplanet.com and prisonplanet.tv, and, of course, Infowars.com. We'll be doing live video reports. Great job, great week to the crew. I'm going to go now and work on the TV show development that we're going to launch 1st of September, 7 p.m. nightly at prisonplanet.tv, and we'll continue to track all of this. Thank you, Bob Chapman.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
they helped